What up, YouTube? It's the Ways, and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. Yes, today I'm really excited because we are going to play in some of the products from the Golden collection by Natasha Deana. I'm super duper excited. I've been waiting to play in this palette. I did get it at first launch, but I've been a little bit like off, right? So I was like, let me wait until I'm like on point, ready to play and put some makeup on my face, and today is the day. So we need to get into this. We're gonna do one palette, 3 looks with this golden palette. So during the intro, if you're not part of the fam gang, go ahead and subscribe. If you are, thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel. It really means so much to me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated every time I load a new video. It's been too long. Lego. Why is Natasha Deana trying to come for our necks? I don't know. I don't know where this palette came from, where this collection came from, but I'm so here for it. I told you guys when I seen it that I wanted to try it. It is supposed to be like a replacement of the gold palette. I don't have the gold palette. I always thought it was beautiful. It's just kind of expensive, and I just couldn't, and then it went away. So when this came out, I was like, okay, it's a lot of browns, but I love gold. And one thing about Natasha Deana is she knows how to do undertones right and make things cohesive. So I got a child in here doing some dishes. If you hear a little bit of pounding water, that's what's going on. I can't stop this positiveness over here, but we're gonna still keep it moving with our video. I just want to throw it out there. Real life. So, and you might not even hear it, but I do. So anyways, I picked up, there were 3 items in this collection. It was the palette, the golden palette. This is the packaging. Yes. And then they had the golden highlighter trio. I got this. I had to. I've been obsessed with her highlighters lately. I think in my Natasha Deana takeover, I mean, I had 2 highlighter palettes plus the new Hygiene, I think it's Hygiene highlighter, which is fire. I really wanted to use it today, but I'm like, I got a new palette of highlighters. I might want to try it. And it came with a lip gloss, a plumping lip gloss. I wanted it, but when I heard plumping, I was like, I'm good. I don't need it. So let me show you. First, let's start off with the golden highlighter trio. This is the packaging. This is also the packaging of the palette. Ooh. It looks like a liquid. That's so creative. I kind of really like that. It is very dirty though, because your fingerprints will get all over it in just a matter of seconds, and I do have lotion on. So, but I love the gold vibe. I love that it looks like metal. So cute. This is the golden highlighter palette. When I seen this, I was like, yes, I need it. This is a cute. You have a light, a medium, and a darker tone, but I'm thinking they're going to be different tones of gold, which I'm excited to try. Now for the palette, I want to see if I can get 3 looks out of this palette because it is very neutral. Very neutral. I feel like this could be, I need a nude for warmer tones. Like, I get that vibe. I rather have like brownie tones than pinky tones. I really like, I need a nude. I think it has a place, and it's a little bit more cool tone, but this is kind of neutral, leaning more warm with all these golden tones, and I'm excited. She has different textures in here like her other palettes. I can tell this one up top is that really shimmery type shadow. These, I want to see what all these shimmers look like and how they compare, but we also have some satins. Like, I'm very intrigued by Veris. It's a color I would like. Aurora is gorgeous, this shimmery white. Ugh, I hope it's like a white gold. We're going to play in it. We have our mattes. We have a cream to powder. I personally only see two cream to powders. This shade here, this light creamy shade, and then Panna, I think, are cream to powders. But I know that they said that there are some repeat shades from the golden palette. Not tripping because I don't have the golden palette. If I had the golden palette, the gold palette, excuse me. If I had the gold palette, I wouldn't have bought this palette, to be honest with you. But I don't have none of those shades, so I'm cool with that. You know, I think that this is gonna be just somebody's everyday go-to palette, and I want to put it on my face. So let me run some swatches for you guys. I'll pull you a little closer, and we will get into the first look. These are the swatches of the Natasha Denona Golden palette in Sunlight. So you can really see them in the sun. They are beautiful. Then I went ahead and swatched them independent, like all just the shimmers here. Hopefully you'll get a different vibe on the difference. One is the satin shade though. And then here's the other. The one on the end is a duplicate of this one on the end. But I just wanted you to see these because I really like this formula. These are the shades of the palette in No Sunlight. Hopefully you're getting the vibe. Here are those shimmers. I've never really done this, so we'll see how that looks. Might swatch these. And these are just pretty well. So I don't have the gold palette, but I do have the mini gold palette. And let me tell you something. This is my favorite mini palette. And this is my first Natasha Denona palette ever. First Natasha Denona palette. I got one in BoxyCharm, but I think this is one I actually went out and bought, and it is so good. It's so good. I wish I had a darker brown, but this is so good. These shimmers in here are fantastic, and it has a green olivey shade. Plus these shimmers are just so cool and deep. I think they're really, really pretty. So I'm excited to put this and the golden palette together just because these grungy golden tones are my thing. So I think it will just give it a little oomph with what's in the golden palette. So I just wanted to mention this little baby because she's fire. I went to go get one for my mom. They were on sale, like a hefty discount. They sold out and I haven't seen it since, but it's so good, so good. Let me catch you up though real quick on what I have on my face. So I was doing a bit much. I just went in with my Natasha Denona Hygiene Energizing Hydrating Primer Serum. Love this stuff. Then I wanted to try, I had a little sample of this Danessa Myricks Universal Blurring Balm. And I just want it in here because I notice sometimes like when I put on my makeup sits in my pores. And this is where I'm like, if I'm going to get oily, I'm going to get oily. I didn't go up in here or down here. I just kept it right here and along my nose. So I'm curious to see how my makeup's going to sit with this just in here. And sometimes it's nice to like do two different primers for two different reasons in different spots of your face. So don't be scared to mix and match. For my brows, I just wanted to do something different today and use my products. I went in with my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit Cosmetics. And then I just filled in my brows with my NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. And this one is in Espresso, I believe. Espresso. And then for my lids, I didn't even clean up my brows today with concealer. I kind of wanted a more natural vibe on the eyes. But we'll, I just did it. I just used the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. And this one is in 02 medium. I kind of want to see what these mattes are going to do and how they're going to differentiate. One thing I know about Natasha Denona mattes is they look really light, but they do oxidize. So first, what I think I want to do is I think I want to go into this cream to powder Panna, that peachy type of light shade. I'm going to take this Playing in Makeup by Yolando. It is a Waye 210 brush and it's kind of rounded. And I'm going to take that color Panna and we're just going to drop this. Make sure no creases in the front of the lid. Now this eyeshadow base, I'm just going to pat this too, but this eyeshadow base is light. It might look lighter in here even though I'm just putting the color on here. So just beware of that. I actually like this tone. It kind of has like an orangey, peachy type of vibe. It is the cream of powder, so sometimes you have to like build them up. That's why these are nice for like beginners. I obviously want to go into some deeper shades here. So I think I want to go into the color Teak, which is this like neutral leaning brown. It's the second darkest color in the shade, I feel like, besides some of the shimmers. Really close to my skin tone, but you can see it there. I'm gonna use a Sigma E45, and I'm just going to put this on the outside here and into the crease. I don't want to go too high. That's kind of why I picked this brush. This is a regular matte from Natasha Denona, creamy matte. I don't know if that's what she calls them, but I do like it. Well, that's giving us some depth. I'm really like this contrast of shades. One thing about the cream to powders too, I feel like you kind of got to break through like a little cast and then you're like home free. But I need to blend out these edges. So I think I'm going to take the color called Flesh. It still has kind of like a peachy undertone to it, a brown there. Actually, now that I swipe it, it's like a peachy brown. Like it is a peachy brown. That's nice. That's a nice color. It is actually giving me more peach than Panna, but it also could be because Panna is the cream to powder. So anyways, I'm going to take Flesh, and Flesh is a natural, like a normal matte. And I'm just going to blend around the edges all the way into the inner part of the lid to blend out Teak and connect with Panna. I want to keep this bright here, but I just want to introduce this color. Yeah, it's way more peachy. It actually shows up really good. I don't know where to go. There's so many colors. There's so many golds. There's so many colors calling to me. Like so many. Like that's a really pretty, I don't know if you're getting the vibe. This is like an antique type of gold. Let me see if I turn down this light again. Yeah, you can see it better there. But then I also like Alchemist there. This one. It has a little bit more, like this looks antique. This is so pretty. I think I might use that. This has a little bit more gold. This is really gold. Oro. So your golds. Let's do Kava. This is a little bit more sparkly. I'm not going to fit them all, but it has a little bit more sparkle to it. Okay, so let me make a decision. Those aren't the only ones. We have 3 more shimmers in here. I think I'm going to take Alchemist, which is this shimmer here in the corner. And I feel like it has a little peachy vibe to it. Let me see how I want to do this. I think I just want to do it with my finger. Let's see. I don't want to go all the way in and I don't want to go all the way out. I just kind of want to keep it in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color Fizzy, which is in the corner here. And this is the shimmer shade that's just super duper sparkly. Let me swatch these both for you too. So this is the one we put on the eye right now. Oh, look at that. How intense that was with just the swipe. I'll probably try to put more. And then this is Fizzy, the one I want to go on top with. You can see how Fizzy is way more shimmery, sparkle. This is just like that form. I want to swipe like that on my eyelid. Why is it the swipe on the eyelid different than the swipe on the hand? Then I'm going to take a little bit of Fizzy on my other hand and just pop it right here in the middle so we can get a little bit more shimmer. Just a little bit. It's soft, it's simple, and I'm here for it. So let's wrap up these eyes, but real quick, let me tell you what I put on my face because I went ahead and did some foundation and whatnot. I went into this Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury first. This one is in Deep. Then I went into the Fenty Eavesdrop. Oldie but goodie, want to pull it out. This is a number 19. For my concealer, I went in with my Natasha Denona concealer, and this is in Y10. For my bronzer, I went into my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and this one is in 310. If I could use this every day just to look at the compact, I might start just using it as my compact because it's so big. But this is the tone. I really, really like this. Just playing with it more. And then I set underneath my eyes and in my T-zone with my Charlotte Tilbury powder. And this one is in Y12. I'm liking it as a setting powder underneath my eyes. I originally went in with the little puff, but it's getting dirty. So I was like, I need to clean that. And then I went in with a second layer, and I should have just kept with the one layer because I feel like it's looking a little heavy under there. But typically I kind of like that powder underneath the eyes as well. But anyways, let's wrap up these eyes. So I want to use this color called Varis. And it's a shimmer. This one I am going to spray. This is actually not a shimmer. This is more like a satin. I'm gonna take this on a rougher 26, kind of like a bigger pencil brush. We're gonna spray this a little bit. You guys know I like a little shimmer or whatever, something different underneath the eye. So we're gonna run this along the lash line, the bottom lash line. Super cute. I like these type of shades though. I really enjoy shades like this. Let me go ahead and swipe it for you. This is what it looks like. It has a little bit of gold, like an antique gold with a little bit of a taupey vibe, bronzy vibe. I really like it. I really like this. These are all the shadows we use. It doesn't look like it, but it's nice. And then, you know what? I'm going to go in one more shadow. I'm going to go into one more shadow. I'm going to clean off my brush, and I'm going to go into this light shade called Maliko, and it is one of the cream to powders too. And I'm just going to clean off my Playing and Makeup by Yolanda brush, and we're going to use that color as an inner corner highlight and keep it hecka bright. Ew, I really like that. So I think I'm going to go into this melt liner. This one is in Ivory, I believe. Yeah, Ivory. And we're just going to pop that in our waterline. I'm going to throw on some mascara, finish up my face, and I will bring you the final first look using the Natasha Denona Golden Palette. Yes. I almost forgot about the highlighter though. We can't forget about the highlighter. We cannot. But I did put in my Dark Star mascara by Pat McGrath, so that's what I have on right now. And then for my blush, I went into this House Labs blush. This one is in Fire Opal. Really think it went well with the look. I just think this is a really pretty everyday blush. So I really love the color. Very good. But let's go into this highlighter. I figure since we have 3 colors with 3 looks, we can use one color on each look. I need to clean my brushes. Having no clean highlighter brushes is crazy to me. We're gonna use this Sigma Powder Sweep F06. Maybe I should swatch these all for you guys. So we have Pearl, Sun Glow, and Bronze. So let's just swatch them. Ooh. The formula, it's so smooth. I hate to mess this up. Those are the swatches. They're so pretty in person. I think I'm gonna go with the darker one today because I think I have plans for the lighter one. Has a little bit more pinky undertone. This is like your gold. This would probably be the one I would use all the time, but I want to try the darker one. But let's just start with the nose. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, because I tried another highlighter recently that was darker and it just made me look dirty. It was more like a topper shade though. I think I used it wrong, but I wanted something like deeper. I think Natasha Deana just does highlighters right. I'm gonna take it even in my brow bone a little bit. I think you could put these on the eyes too. There's a mirror in here and everything. This would be like, I'm going to the beach in a couple weeks. This will be going with me for sure. Pretty. Yes, so this is the final look using the Golden Palette by Natasha Deana and the Golden Highlighter Palette as well. I really love how this look came out. It's a very neutral, soft with a little bit of something something, I feel. For my lips, which I really think just made the whole look, is my Kaleidos Cloud Lap Lip Clay, and this is in Cold Smoke. I didn't want something too warm, and I didn't want something too cool, and I think it's just perfect. I think it's perfect. Let me know what you think of this look in the comments. I'm really feeling the vibe of this look for sure. Like I said, neutral, natural, everyday type of look, which I'm here for. I think the eyeliner on the inside gave it a little pop as well. we went in with a lot of colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 15 pan palette, if I didn't say 15 pans, and we'll use one of the shimmers, the highlighters. So very fun. I'm excited to put another look on my face. Oh my gosh, I dig my fingers in here. So let me know what you think of this look. If you're feeling the vibe of this look, go ahead and drop me a gold star in the comments, okay? And let's get on to look number 2. All right, y'all, let's get into the second look using the Natasha Denona Golden Palette. I'm really excited to get into this look. Real quick, I did do a little couple different things on my face for this look. I'm leaving and I needed some SPF. The SPF I usually have is in a moisturizer, but I ran out. Actually, I gave it to my neighbor. And so I need to buy a new one, but I need sunscreen. I'm like really leaving the house today. So I went in with my Supergoop glow screen. Has an SPF of 40, and this one is in golden hour. It can sit as like a highlight, like a glow, as a primer, and also has SPF. So I use this instead of my Charlotte Tilbury today. I'm also going to use a different foundation, and I did clean up my brows a little bit, just a little bit, with this Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. Not my favorite, but I'm just like trying to get through it. This is in Warm Sand. Now that you're all caught up, let's get into this look. I think I really want to use a Ruam and Oro today, and I think that's what we're gonna do. And Sandstone, I don't believe I use Sandstone yet. I like Sandstone too because it kind of has a little bit of a yellow undertone to it for a brown. There it is. So I'm gonna take Sandstone and I'm gonna take it on a rougher 16, and I'm just going to lay this on the top part of my crease here, all the way through, just coming up a little higher than I normally do, and then just blend that. I really like this tone. You can build it up. It's gonna get deeper. This is her regular, I believe, creamy matte or matte formula. When I filmed the last video, I just kind of sat here afterwards and like swatched the palette. And it was so pretty, the shimmers that are in this palette. And I think that's the standout part of it. Like it's gold in. It's not saying it's all gold, it's gold in, and there's other different specialness going on with the shimmers. Okay, I love that matte. I think it's a wonderful tone on me. And it might be because it has a little bit of that yellow undertone to it, where some of the other ones have like the peachy vibe, neutral vibe. This just has a yellow vibe. Okay, y'all, we get into these shimmers because we're not even gonna play around. I want to go into a Ruam, which is right here, literally all over the lid. I want to put it all over the lid. It is, look at that. That was like one swipe. And that's what I've been noticing. Like some of her shimmers are like this, you know, high shine, super smooth. This has like a gold coppery tone to it. Beautiful. But then she also has some really, really shimmery shadows that are just sparkle, and they're gorgeous too. And then just different textures of those different sparkle ones too, which is nice. But we're going to go ahead with this one. I wanted to, yeah, I think I'm going to switch up my brush. I think I'm going to use my Sigma flat brush. This is an E54, and I'm going to pack on that color. I'm going to use a spray on this one. You can see it's super duper flat. It picks good up on the brush. And like I said, I'm going to drop this all over the lid. I'm kind of going into the crease, but not really, really concentrating on the lid. Oh. And it just smooths on. We did spray it just to be more precise and less fallout, because that's what I did get, is some fallout on the last look. I even have some fallout now, but it's okay with the fallout. We'll deal with it. But that's definitely why I did my eyes first. I noticed that her shimmers tend to fall out on me, and it could be the way I'm using them, but I love this shade. Look at how gold that looks like. Love it. And it's like a coppery yellow gold, just picking up a little bit more. Really want to get on the all over the lid. I'm gonna take the blending brush and I'm just gonna kind of go around and make sure that shimmer is blended between that matte and the shimmer, so that way it's a pretty seamless. Love that color. Love that color. I want to take this color called Kava. It's a very soft shimmer. Here you see it kind of has a transparent base and it's super duper shimmery. Look how gorgeous that is. Where this one's very smooth and this one's very shimmery. I love that we have different textures. You don't always get that in a lot of palettes. I'm gonna take this kind of slanted small little brush. I'm just gonna put this in my brow bone. Look how gorgeous that is. Gonna take the brush with sandstone on it and just blend that. I really want this part to be matte as much as possible. And then just have your shimmers on the top part and on the bottom part. Ooh, popped on a little makeup or whatever. I went in with I want to switch up my foundations. I want to use more of my products and I'm trying to figure out what I'm really feeling. I know what I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling this. This is the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. But when I wore the Fenty Eavesdrop the other day, like, I don't know, it was doing some weird stuff mixing with other products. I don't know if it was the concealer, if it was the powder, if it was the foundation. But I just wanted to switch it up. And I wanted to pull out my Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. The skin tint I know I love. This one's a little bit more olive. And so that's why I wanted to pair it with the glow screen because it would have a little bit more warmth to it. And I just thought it would look good together, which I do think it looks really good. I did set my face pretty well. And I did go in with I went in with my cream bronzer, but I also went in with this iconic London bronzer. I don't know if they sell this anymore, but I think it looks really, really good combined with that cream bronzer. It has a little bit more warmth where the Charlotte Tilbury other bronzer kind of has a little bit more coolness. But we're here for the eyes. So now I want to go into the color called Oro. This really gold, yellow gold. Like probably the most gold color in the palette to me when I think of a gold. So we already have this one on our eye and we're gonna put this, I should probably do it. Okay, the brown's here, you can't really tell, but I'll do it on the other side of the brown. And it is just a gold, yellow. Leaning, but it still has that smooth texture like this one. I'm gonna take the same brush I used for that shimmery shade, but I just cleaned it off on my color switch. See if I can pick this color up pretty well. And if you know what I'm about to do, you know it's going underneath my eye. I'm keeping this kind of bright and airy today. Normally I might have put like a brown tone, a different shade of some sort, but we're gonna keep it real gold and airy. Keep with the theme of the palette today. So let's drop this underneath our bottom lash line. I'm also trying to see if I see a distinction between the two golds. I do, but I don't. I probably, like I do on my swatch 100, I see it. This has more copper. I see the copper looking at it. And in the mirror, I do too, so it's just probably the lighting. And I think when I get in the sun, I'll really be able to tell. But they're really close and I'm not separating it with anything. I might throw something in my waterline. Brought it down kind of far. Okay, yeah, up close in the camera, you can totally see the difference in the gold tones. So cute. All right, last thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go back into the color Kava, the first shimmery shade. We're just gonna drop this in our inner corner to give us a nice little sparkle, and it's gonna break up the golds a little bit because this one you can see has more of a whiter tone of the gold. Oh, so pretty. We kept it sparkly, kept it gold, and we kept it airy. Yes. With the mascara though, and I put a little bit of the Danessa Myricks eyeliner because it's really thin for me inside and a little bit on the outer part here, just on the waterline. Loving it. It just broke up the gold. I also went ahead real quick and I took a little bit of Kava, the shade we have on our brow bone in our inner corner. I just took it and tippy tapped it in here, and then I just like put it along this front part here, just to give a little bit more shimmer and sparkle, especially when I hit the sun. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. I think that's so cute. I keep saying we're gonna wrap with this look, and I forget I have the highlighter. Let me back you up a little bit. Okay, we have the highlighter to put on, and then we will put on some lips, and this look will be done. Last time we went into the darkest shade. This time I'm gonna go into the more champagne-y shade. I literally have no clean brushes. Okay, I'm gonna use this blush brush. This is a Real Techniques, but it's a very, very soft. So we're gonna go into the color called Sun Glow, which is the middle shade, which is the most golden shade in this palette. Oh, you see it. Wish I had something a little bit more precise, but it's okay. That is so cute. I see it in another mirror too, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's kind of getting everywhere it wants to go, but that's okay. I went back in with my House Labs blush, Fire Moon. I think it's really good with this palette. Like, it just flows into the vibe. I've been really liking the Cupid bow again lately. I could bathe in this highlighter. Okay, we're here. Let's go into some lips together real quick. This is by Fenty Beauty. This is one of her lip stains. What is it called? Poutsicle, and this one is in Zesty Bestie. Let's take this little hair thing out. I just want to kind of incorporate a little bit of this, this orange. Just fluff her up a little bit. Let's see. I kind of want to come in here like this, but not cover up my whole look. So we'll just keep it there. I just washed my hair. Kind of did this wash and go with a mousse foam. Okay, let's put this on. My camera's going crazy. My camera died on me. That was fabulous, but it's okay. I had to play with my hair a little bit. So I put on the Zesty Bestie. It's still on. I just like literally put it on there. This is a very hydrating like formula for a lip stain. I want to go into this lip gloss by NARS. I haven't really used this at all. It's called Eternal Red, but I feel like it looks orange. It's like a red orange, which I love a red orange. Let's be for real. For one, I just wanted a reason to pull out my gloss. I think this is going to be a gloss for the summer. And I thought it would go good with the gold vibes just to set us off in a different direction. Okay, so this is the final look. Yes, using the Natasha Denona Golden Palette. And I really love, so simple of a look, but I love how this look came out. I really enjoyed playing this palette. We literally went in with one matte, which was Sandstone, which I absolutely love the tone of the color. We went in with 1, 2, or 3 shimmers to create this look, and that's it. Like, how fun is that? How light and airy, how golden is that? And then we just gave us a pop of orange red lip. I'm here for it. I love this. I love the way this highlighter looks. I don't even think like I need to do much blending. We're just dropping it on there. Now if I do and watching this bag, then you know, my bad. Where's my blush brush? Just in case. But yes, I love the way it looks on my nose. Oh, the highlighter is so cute. I think this look came out so good. If you're feeling the vibe of this look, then go ahead and drop me a yellow heart in the comments, okay? I just love it, guys. I can't even like express how I feel so bright and airy in the middle of my face. And I just feel like if I wasn't like a ocean girl, like I have to get in the water every time I go to the beach. I don't even care, get my hair wet. It could be cold, it could be hot, it could be rainy. Like I just love the beach. But if I was not getting in water, this would be a beach look. This would be it. This would be my summer vibes. This is what I'm rocking. I love it. All right, y'all. I got one more look. And I think we're gonna be able to use almost all the colors in the palette. We might not get to 2, maybe. But even using so many tones, even in our last look, we use a lot of shades. They look good. It doesn't look like overpowering. Now, I need you to let me know. I'm going to go back and watch my other looks, obviously. But by the time this gets up, I'll have different thoughts maybe. But I just wonder if they all look alike, and I'm trying to give you looks that look different, even though the color story looks very one monotoned. It's appearing not to be in my eyes. Like, I'm really feeling this, and I'm really loving it on my skin tone. Like, I am. I just want to fix this one little part. I have shimmers everywhere, so it doesn't matter, but so good. All right, let's get on to look number 3. Yes, let's get into this final look using the Natasha Denona Golden Palette. I'm excited about this look. So what I think I want to do is I want to play in the mattes that I haven't played in, of course. So we're going to go into Aria, which is the most neutral tone brown in here. And we're going to go into Log, which is the deepest brown in the palette, which I feel is neutral but more cool tone leading. So that's what those 2 shades look like. So I watched Betty Jean here on YouTube, and she did this thing called like a reversed halo. So I was like, oh, that looks pretty dope. It's something different, so I want to try it. So we're gonna go into Aria, and I'm picking this up on a Rephr 16 because it's pretty fluffy. But we're just gonna take this on the inside of the lid and kind of like, it's kind of going over the whole lid, but we're gonna leave this part kind of out and just really make it a little bit more concentrated on the inner part of the eye. It can just be like a flush of color, and wrapping up along the brown bone, the brown brow bone there. We want it kind of, and then to feather out light. So it's gonna be darker on the inside and then feather out to the outside. I want something lighter, so I think I'm gonna take the color Maliko, which we did use in one of the other looks. This is the cream to powder light shade. And I'm gonna slightly, very lightly take that shadow and blend it just on the top here with the same brush. Just so that way we can blend Aria. I'm gonna go ahead and take this Singe EO2 and I'm gonna go into Log, which is that darker shade, and I'm really going to tap off my brush, and I'm gonna take this just on the inside here. We're gonna feather it out with the blending type brush, but I just want it kind of packed in here so it looks deeper, kind of like you were doing a halo eye on the inside. But I really want it concentrated here at the front part the most. I'm gonna go back to the Rephr 16. I'm gonna slightly glow into Log, slightly, and I'm gonna tap it off, and I'm just gonna start fluffing it where we just had it and kind of moving it up into the eye, so it's like feathering out into the back part of the lid with just the shade, the amount of shadow that I'm utilizing right now, not adding any more, but kind of like moving this shadow to blend. I might go back into Aria a little bit and just like blend right here and kind of mix the 2 shadows, and that's fine. We want it to look blended with Aria, but give that depth. Ooh. I might even just take my Singe again, tap it off, and just blend it out a little bit more. Now what I'm doing a little bit is just taking Aria, the lighter shade, just putting it kind of like in the middle part of the lid here. Just like right in the middle where it would meet with Log. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just kind of want to put something there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some shimmer. We're going to go into Aurora, which is this light shade here. This light gold shade in the middle of the palette that looks white. I'm going to kind of just do it with my hand. And we're just going to tap this towards the inner, going out to the edge of the eye. So it looks like dark and then your shimmer going out. We want it feathered. We don't want it to look harsh. I'm okay with this just like being living its best life on the outside, okay? I'm just moving the shimmers around the way I want. I'm taking my fluffy Refer 16 and just blending, cleaned it off just so that everything is like flowing from deep to light. Got some foundation, concealer on my face. I want to go back into this palette. I just want to deepen up the inside here with Log and just press it with my Singe Beauty EO2, just right in the inner corner. I did add some eyeliner from Denona. I just put it in the inner part of the eyelid. So then I'm going to go into Log with the same Singe brush. And I'm going to go ahead and deepen up this outside edge. So kind of opposite of what I did on the inside. I don't recall how Betty Jean did this, but this is what I'm doing. And I'm just going to stop it right there and just kind of focus it on the outside here, like right there. I'm going to take that shadow Aurora and just really tap that shimmer out here as if it was a highlighter. I'm okay with that. Like, I want this to be blown out. We'll take it on the smudger type brush, Aurora. I'm gonna spray it a little bit. We're pretty much gonna do the opposite of what we did on the lid. Go in the inner corner light and the outer corner dark. Okay, I know I don't have anything else on, but I want to go into this blush, and I haven't used it on camera yet, but I think I want to go red. So this is Exhibit by NARS. It's like an orangey red. You know my vibe. So I think we're going to try this out on camera. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Morphe E4. I'm going to tread lightly. This is the new formula by NARS. For one, I'm obsessed over this color, but I haven't used it. So I'm a little nerve. Okay, we can build this. This is good. Ooh, this is good. We can build this. And I'm just tapping where I want my blush. I want my blush to be kind of high. I was a little I thought it was going to be like super duper intense, which I am not mad about an intense blush, but I really love one that I can build up. I'm liking this. I'm going to go into my bronzer. I just feel like we're lacking a little bit of warmth. So I started filming and not filming. So I did tap into this highlighter palette, the color Pearl. And I'm just blending that on my cheeks. I think it will flow nicely into the shadow that I picked out. But it's a little bit more gold, this shadow. This highlight has a little bit more pink to it. I'm going to dip into Sun Glow too, because that's kind of what I want. I like a frosty highlighter. Not so much pink leaning. I thought it was going to be gold, white gold leaning, but it's more pink leaning. But it's still pretty. But I just want to drop this other shade on top. Kind of blend them together. Take Sun Glow down my nose. I like the other one. I just would use it more with like a pinky look rather than a golden look, because that's what I wanted, was a white golden look, but it's okay. I wanted to blend in with my shadow coming out from the dark to the light anyways, so we're getting that effect. We're getting that effect. Yes, so this is the final look using the Natashadenona Golden Palette. Okay. This look came out so different than what I expected. It could be the red lip I threw on, but when you think of golden, you don't think of like maybe like out here, yeah, it's very golden, but this like taupey brown, cool tone brown in the middle just gives it a whole new vibe. I don't know where this Dark Star mascara was taking me today, but it looks very voluminous to say the least. I don't know what's going on with my hair either, so that could be it. But I just feel like my eyelashes are gonna fly away. For my lips, I went in with the Smeared Rouge by Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay. I was gonna go into Rubino, but I ran out. It's a little deeper where Rubino is a little brighter like my shirt, but it's still cute. This one might be on its last leg too, but I love this tone. And I like that we're playing with those cool tone golds, cool tone browns, cool tone red. I think it's just a vibe. Like, I think this is a vibe. Let me know if you're feeling the vibe of this look in the comments, and go ahead and drop me a red heart if you are. We need a red heart or a red rose or something to that effect. I like this new style that I tried out. This reverse halo type effect. I really kind of like that. Darker on the inside, really bright on the outside. We wrapped it around to a highlighter. It's a lot going on, but I think it's super duper cute. So anyways, this video is probably super duper long, so let's talk about what I think. For one, I love that it's Natashadenona. You can pop out the back and you can rearrange these shades to fit your preference, or put them in other palettes together and mix and match all of her eyeshadow palettes. So that is a plus, and that is one reason why I definitely love Natashadenona. A lot of brands do that, but a lot of brands don't have the quality that she has. This palette is really neutral leaning, and I really like it. I can travel with this. I love the different shadows and shimmers in here. Now, did we need 4 different mattes that kind of look mid-tone? Probably not. I would have loved a chocolate brown, where this is more of a cool tone brown. I would have loved a little bit more chocolate, but I can appreciate these shades once I use them. Teak deepens up without getting too dark. Sandstone has that yellow undertone base, which I love. Aria was just very neutral and can go with everyday. Throw that in the crease, keep it moving. And then Flesh had a little bit more peach to it, which I also appreciated. So happy about that. Love the different varieties in the gold shimmers. They all look different and look fun, and different textures. All in all, y'all, I'm impressed by this palette. I thought, I was like, once I actually bought it, I was like, why did I buy that? There's so much brown. It's so one-dimensional. But I really feel like we got some different looks out of here, especially how we accessorized it with our cheeks and our lips. We went red, we went terracotta-y, we went just brown. So the golds are just still popping. I love gold, everything. So this is a winner chicken dinner for me. I really, really like this palette, and I was very skeptical at first. So happy to have used it. Yeah, this was a long video. Oh, let me also mention the golden highlighter trio. Yes, I loved all the highlighters in this palette. I love her formula. I love the glow that it's giving me. Look at that, it's stunning. I have 2 on, but they give different vibes for different reasons, and I can go even with the darker one and it not look dirty on me. Very cute. So that was fun playing in the Natashadenona Golden collection. I thought that it was great. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. What was your favorite look? Did you pick up the palette? Were you thinking about picking up the palette? I definitely think it's something that maybe you could recreate in your collection if you already have a lot of browns and a lot of golds. I think you can get away with like mix and matching and still coming up with some of these looks. I really love this look. This is so different and so sultry and so sexy. Like, I would go on a date night for this, okay? But yeah, really enjoyed the collection. I love Natashadenona, period. Okay, period. So anyways, I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're feeling the vibe of this channel, go ahead and give me a huge thumbs up. Okay, go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam gang. If you are, thank you again for watching to the end. You are a real one. Okay, remember, there is only one way to do your makeup, and that is your way. We'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day. Peace.